Hey there, welcome back to another Minifig Monday. This one is another Disney character. Well, you probably know that. This is Elizabeth Swann, my favorite character from the Pirates of the Caribbean. I know everyone's favorite is Sparrow. Okay, yeah, he's fantastic. But a lot of people don't know Elizabeth, well, it's kind of a toss-up because Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann are kind of they're kind of the dual protagonists of the first film, Curse of the Black Pearl. You could argue it's Elizabeth. I would say she's the main character. And then you have Will as the hero that goes on the journey. And then you have Jack, who is the supporting character. And then you have Barbossa, who is just fantastic. But she's the main focus. So there's a lot of reasons why I love her, but yeah, this is the minifigure, the only figure that they made. Lego only made one Elizabeth figure, and this is it. Here she is. I'm so happy to have her back. Because if you know, there's a long story. I have two of the Pirates of the Caribbean sets. They're both broken, sadly. They're gone. They're just gone. But one of the saddest things was this figure just cracks. It just shattered a few years ago because this figure has a lot of dark red, and if you know dark red, it doesn't last long. At least the minifigure parts do not last long normally. Uh, I don't know why. It's like the quality or something in dark red pieces is not great. So Iron Man figures cracked as well a few years back, so that was kind of sad. But we're not talking about that. This is Elizabeth Swann, and she has a dark red dress, which is I think it's great. It's very accurate to the film. We'll talk about that later. But here she is. She appeared in one set, Isla de la Muerta, which is from The Curse of the Black Pearl. I think that's the only set for the first film, which is so crazy to me, because that film is the most beloved and the most awesome of the films. I love all of the films for different reasons. Um, but yeah, the first film only got one set. What? Come on. I think it's because the fourth film was coming out at the time, On Stranger Tides, which I also love, um, for different reasons. But that one was coming out in 2011, and so they made like 5 or 6 sets based on that movie, and then a few for the other films. At World's End, got shafted. It got 0 sets. That's how much they cared about that film, because that movie is insane, uh, for a lot of reasons. But anyway, here she is. I have her holding a gold stud. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the studs from the original set, like intact. I have like Barbossa's hat and one of Jack's like faces from the other set. Not a lot's remaining from that set, but you know, I do have her holding a stud representing one of the gold coins. And I was gonna give her a sword, but I figured it would be a little bit weird. Cause in this scene, she's not wearing this dress. She's wearing the red coat attire that she stole from one of the British guards. So it would have been more appropriate for her to be in that outfit, but this is arguably more iconic of a look for her in the film. And before you ask, yes, I did glue the dress to the body. There's a reason for that. Because this dress piece is not... This was the days when LEGO was using the slope brick for the dress. And it's not stable. Like, it doesn't stay together very well. So a lot of these figures that I have of these females with this dress, like this Hollywood starlet, great figure, but it wouldn't stay together unless I glued it down. Same thing with this one, the Fairy Tale Princess. This is the more recent one that I got. In fact, I got her with Elizabeth, along with some other ones. But yeah, I'm glad I did that because now she's very stable and secure and not cracked, which is great. That's the biggest thing. She's not cracked. That is what I love about this. She was just in great condition, so that was great. When I bought her, she didn't have the hair. I just had the hair just because it was so old. I had the hair from... I'm glad I kept it from that original set. And yeah, she's complete now. She has great detailing. Very accurate to the dress that she wore, that Barbossa gave to her. earlier. It's kind of disturbing though. You wonder, where did Barbossa get the dress from in the first place? Um, let's maybe not think about that. But some poor girl probably died. Well, yeah, Barbossa's not a nice man, especially not in the first film. But this is a fantastic figure. I'm kind of surprised they only made one Elizabeth. She's a very important character in the first three films, the trilogy. She does come back, but she's a very strong character. She's probably the most developed of the three. Will obviously gets a lot of development as well, but Jack stays the same. He's an amazing character, written very well, but he doesn't change. Not really. Elizabeth is the one that gets all the development, and it's great to see that in a great franchise, in my opinion. She has a great hairpiece. This is kind of the standard, like, well, I guess it's standard now. Standard female hair, where it goes over her shoulder. It's very accurate to Keira Knightley's hair that was in the film. It's very nicely colored. I think it's dark nougat. Very nice detail on the back, for sure. Very nice piece. I think this is the only hair that no, I think I have, this may be the only hair that I have of this style, but it's very nice, for sure. The Pirates of the Caribbean theme lasted, unfortunately, very short. It was only 1.5 years that it was on the shelf, and then it just died. They pulled the plug. They brought it back recently for the 5th film, Dead Men Tell No Tales, which is a great movie, and The Silent Mary, which is an epic set. Unfortunately, I didn't get it because I was poor at the time, but that was the last set that we got for Pirates, and then nothing else. They brought that out, a couple brickheads, and that was it. So a little lame, but you know what? We got what we got. It's great that we even got a theme in the first place. You can see the detail. It's kind of hard to see the detail on the dress with the hair on, so you can see there's a lot more to see. She's got the cursed medallion on her neck. You can see lots of great, lovely fabric printing. It's just great. It looks nice. You know, it looks really nice. You could use this even for like a Victorian style of girl, or like a medieval dress, or 1700s. Basically, that's the time period of the films, but you could use it for something else if you wanted to. She does have two faces. This is the point. I can see the likeness. I can see Keira. I can see it, but it's not totally there. Like it's like halfway there. Like I can see her. Like I can see Elizabeth for sure. I just think they should have tried a little bit harder to get the likeness right. For Jack, they nailed it. And same with Will and even Barbossa. Norrington looks great, but I think Keira, the Elizabeth figure, the likeness is 50-50. It's there. I think it could have been a little bit stronger. They should have given her a more confident face, I think. That's probably it. But it's a nice face for sure. I just think they could have done a little bit better, but it's not terrible. Here's the back printing. See the back of the dress, and you can see the back of the necklace, just some more fabric details. You're not going to see any of this, because it's like, you can see the little bit of the lines, but the hair is so long that it just goes on the back, and it just covers it, but it's fine. Another face, which is great. Unfortunately, mine is a bit blotchy around the eyes, but that's fine. It's a nice enough face. This is probably the face that she gets what's the iconic scene where she's on the Black Pearl, and she walks outside, and Barbossa tells her after he tells her the story of the cursed treasure, and she goes out in the deck and she sees all the skeletons in the moonlight, and she gets scared, and she gets like flopped around the whole ship, jumped around. That's probably this face. I think that's what they're going for. She's like getting scared, you know, because it's terrifying. Scared the heck out of me as a kid. um, but yeah, the second film has a lot of creepy elements. But yeah, that's probably this face. That's probably what they're going for, the scared expression. Um, Not so much at the end of the film. She's a lot more confident at the end battle in the cave. So I don't. Okay, whatever. I'm nitpicking. Um, it just would have been nice to get her in the red coat suit because that's the outfit she had in this battle. But yeah, whatever. This is a very iconic dress. I think other than the white dress at the beginning, probably this is the most beloved outfit of hers. I don't think it's my favorite. Well, yeah, I think it is because I love red, dark red, and this design is great. Um, but yeah, she compares really well. Sadly, I don't have Barbosa anymore. The figure, I have his hat. That's about it. Um, yeah, if I can get Barbosa, I will. Um, if not, it's fine. It's just he's a great figure. Um, Here's Jack. So here's Jack next to Elizabeth. He's a bit shorter because um he's just got regular minifig legs, but she's got the dress, so she can't sit. Um, because it's just a block. But he compares very well with her. Um, Obviously. And then a sneak peek for the next one, Will Turner, obviously. I have to compare these two. Come on! They're the duo, the romance. You got to. They're the pairing. Classic right here. Will is a little bit lamer. I will say a tiny bit lamer. Because he doesn't have any printing on his legs. It's kind of lame. But, you know, they work really well together. Elizabeth is probably the tallest figure. Well, other than Blackbeard and Davy Jones, because their hats are tall, but I do not have either of those, unfortunately. I used to have Blackbeard, but he broke, of course. I didn't treat my stuff very well back then. So, yeah, that is what that is. But I'm really happy to have my favorite character as a figure, finally. My favorite Disney character, probably. There's just so much that goes into her character. And if you ever see her for a good price, I recommend getting her. She was $10, but that was without the hair. So I'm sure she would have been like 13 with the hair, which is not terrible because she's an old figure and she's very valuable and very fragile. So she is going to go on the wall and not be disturbed. And she's going to go next to Will and Jack, of course. So yeah, very happy to have this figure. Very, very happy. Grateful that I was able to get her, for sure. And the most iconic outfit. I wonder why they didn't make any more of her. I'm guessing maybe it was the likeness that was hard to do, or... I mean, there's so many outfits that she wears, like, especially in Dead Man's Chest. I think she has the most action in the second film. They could have done the Pirate King garb, the Singapore look, the wedding outfit, the white dress. I mean, there's just so much they could do, but I guess they just wanted to do one of them. It's like, okay, let's do the most iconic one. Put her in the set, all right. And the set was pretty cheap, too. It's like $20, not too bad. Obviously, it's not that price anymore, so that's a bit sad. That's it for Elizabeth Swann. Let me know what you think. Do you like her as a character, as a protagonist? What do you think of Keira Knightley's portrayal? And what do you think of the Pirates of the Caribbean films? Do you like them or do you not? What do you think of the Lego sets? Do you think they're great or do you think they could have done better? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching and take care.